The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Hold on, Cody.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got room. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And again, only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Jet sweep. Carr backs it forward. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they were trying to get it all back in one shot, trying to take a big chunk play right out of the gate.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Touchdown! A great effort there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 14-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? Nice
I'm the man again, Cody. You play something afterwards, though. Play slide or something.
Or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6. And that is incomplete.
That's all right. I still got like 3 quarters left.
Could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on fourth down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Browns drive about to get started. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Carr to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover, put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. You're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
38.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's a Packers touchdown. Russell Gage, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And now Packers score 14-7. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now the throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. This complete to David Bell. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
On 1st down, Carr. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Now Carr again. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But the Dragons open, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Carr. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Carr. over the middle. It's complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Now a second down and 6. Jet sweep. Carr backs it forward.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr.
And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drop.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Carr now on first down. Going for the deep ball. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big pickup of 38. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Touchdown, Packers!
Romeo Doubs,
36 yards.
and the Packers are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point right down the middle, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
The Browns drive about to get started.
But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Throwing on 1st down is Carr.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown. But, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits. So you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second and 3. He's going to have the hook up to Gage.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Completes it again to Gage.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way. They could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Back to throw again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. To throw, it's Carr. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. That man again, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Carr going to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr.
And the Browns are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Back to throw now on first down.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Now, let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's got some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Browns have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard.
They give to Dillon out of the gun.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Carr. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. penalty against them.
3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. From the gun, it's Carr.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a give up the middle. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 125 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. The handoff to Ford up the middle. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll set up a throw. And he comes back with one complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down.
Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
A feather. Picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Browns drive about to get started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The Browns send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd and 6. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
4th down and no hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Browns drive about to get started.
We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the fourth, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result, this is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Browns on third down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work his way forward up to the 22. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, 1st down Packers. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. as time has run out on this football game.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. Now, I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway.